Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you 3 hikes to see the fall colors near Salt Lake City. The one thing I do want to say is that you're not going to see full fall colors in these videos because I want to get them when they're first starting to change, like this right here. That way by the time you see the video you can go out and see for yourself and the trees won't be totally naked. Today is Monday, September 20th, and I'm gonna hike to Lake Desolation from the Millcreek North Trailhead. There are multiple ways to get to this lake, but I think this is one of the quickest. It's gonna be about 7.5 miles round trip today. It took about slightly over 20 minutes to get to this trailhead from my house in Salt Lake, so not too far. And this is actually, I think, probably the first hike I ever did in the Cottonwood Canyons when I first moved to Salt Lake about 4.5 years ago. Yeah. There's some colors up there. Trees are starting to change. Still pretty green down here. Oh yeah, that whole hillside is going to be golden in a couple weeks. Oh yeah. Alright, I made it to Lake Desolation. That was 3.9 miles and an hour and 25 minutes. Ton of golden aspens back here. Not a whole ton of color on the way up, but by the time you see this video, it'll be gorgeous. Yeah, at least if you make it up before then. I mean, this is awesome. I'm gonna have a snack and then head down. All right, I'm back in my car. That was Lake Desolation from the Millcreek North Trailhead. It took me 7.78 miles round trip and a little under 2.5 hours. I like to tell the amount of time it took just to get an idea. I did run down part of it, but just remember, I mean, there are people slower than me and there are people faster than me, so just keep that in mind. Yeah. All right, on to the next hike. Today is Monday, September 27th, and I am at the Upper Big Water Trailhead. Today I am going to hike to Dog Lake from Millcreek Canyon. It is going to be a little less than 5 miles, not a ton of elevation gain. I want to say it's about 1,200 feet of gain. I will let you know at the end of the hike. I have done this a handful of times. It's going to be gorgeous. We've got yellows and oranges and red and still some green. Made it to Dog Lake. It took a little under an hour and about 2.8 miles, so a little bit longer than I originally said. I'm going to hang out for a second and then head down. There are definitely colors up here. There are some beautiful colors up here, but there is some green, which to me means there is still time. I am back in the parking lot, back in my car. That was 5.5 miles and it took me an hour and 40 minutes. All right, that was hike 2. All right, today is Tuesday, September 28th, and I'm at the Bloods Lake Trailhead. I have actually never done this trail. I'm gonna go to Blood Lake and Lackawaxen. I think it's gonna be about 5 miles, not really steep, and you guys are gonna see it for the first time with me. These colors are blowing my mind. This is probably the best year for fall that I've had since I've been living in Salt Lake. Might be hard to tell in the video, but a little bit of a steeper section as we almost get to Bloods Lake. Okay, made it to Bloods Lake. It was a little under 1.5 miles and it took me about 30 minutes. And now I'm gonna continue on to Lackawaxen. So if you did want to hike this trail and just do Bloods Lake, it would take you about 3 miles round trip with a little under 400 or a little over 400 feet of elevation gain. And it'd be worth it because colors are amazing, but we're gonna keep going further and explore more. Things got a little bouldery in here. This trail goes up to Clayton Peak, which I want to do so bad. And also, you can go up to that peak over there as well. But we're not going to do that today. Although I really want to do it, so definitely going to save it for another day. Made it to Bloods Lake, about 2.5 miles and just about an hour. All right, time to get back to the trailhead. Alright, so I came up this way, but I think I'm gonna take this trail back. I think it'll add a little bit extra mileage, but that's okay. It's a new trail that I get to see. You can see the parking lot over there. There is still a little bit of green in there, you guys, so don't think it'll be too late to get out here and check it out. I am back at the trailhead, back in my car. That was Bloods and Lackawaxen Lake. It was 5.2 miles and it took me an hour and 50 minutes. Like usual, you might be faster, you might be slower. The colors are absolutely gorgeous right now. I think this was my favorite hike out of the three fall hikes near Salt Lake City. So if you have to choose one of them, pick this one, especially if you can get it in within the next couple weeks. Like always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.